Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at the 12 books that I'm going to be reading on 2026. So to be specific, at the beginning of 2026, end of December, beginning of 2020, end of 2025, beginning of 2026, I decided to do a reading challenge. And I love to read, I really do, but sometimes just between life and everything, I've been missing out on hitting my quota for yearly books. Just a little backstory. So I chose 12 books that I want to read this year, and I want to document it, have it on video. So if you guys want to watch my video where I talk about me reading Fairy Tale by Stephen King, check it out up here somewhere. I'll put it up here so you guys can take a look at that one. But yeah, other than that, I want to show you guys the 12 books that I picked for me to read for this year. So without any further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy the fire, and let's get right to it. I have already finished 3 of these, or 2.5. Yeah, I have finished 3 of these already. So I'm going to start with the ones that I have already finished and then take it from there. Also, these are not in any specific order of which one is better than the other. It's just me listing them. But with that said, if you guys have a specific order in which I should be reading them, or a specific mood that I should be attaching them, or be like, hey, maybe you need to read this one for Halloween, let me know in the comment section below. As I mentioned before, Stephen King's Fairy Tale. This was the first book that I started this year, and I ate it up. I have a whole vlog about me reading this book, so if you guys want to check it out, again, like I said before, check it out up here. I had so much fun reading this book. It was one of those that I did not expect to love as much as I did, but at the same time I did, because I'm a huge fantasy lover, and this was my first Stephen King book ever. And I'm glad I chose it. I mean, I read some reviews that some people don't like it. Some people say that it falls a little flat in the middle. It is about 400 pages, so it's a big boy. It's a big undertaking. I did a mix of reading and audiobook, because yes, audiobooks count. And I finished it. It took me roughly a week, 5 to 7 days to finish this bad boy, and I fell in love with it. I love the fantasy. I love everything about it, the way Stephen King did the characters, and I highly, highly recommend it. If Guillermo del Toro tells you down there that you should read it, maybe you should read it. The next book that I finished this year was The Long Walk. So for those of you guys who know or may not know, he wrote a series of books under the name of Richard Bachman, and this is one of those books. Now, of course, when you get it, it says Stephen King writing as Richard, blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to read this because I wanted to watch the movie. And the movie looked really good. The trailer looked fantastic. And I was like, let me see what the book world is like for this one. So I did. I read it. This one was way shorter than that. And I gotta say, and this is gonna sound super weird, but I kinda like the movie just a little bit more than the book. Please don't be mad. Well, the book focuses more kind of in the televised aspect of the game being played. The movie focuses more on friendship, which I really enjoyed. So, but hey, read it if you haven't done so, watch the movie, and then let me know. Or if you have already done it, let me know in the comment section below how wrong I am or how right I am. What do you think? Stephen King was not the only author that I decided to pick up this year. I also decided to get into the world of Brandon Sanderson. Quick funny story, I found out about him because I went to New York Comic Con and I ended up in a line for something that I didn't know what I was in line for. And next thing you know, I'm in a panel for Brandon Sanderson. And I was just listening to him talk about his stories and just telling people about what he's working on and what the next things coming out are. And I was like, oh my God, I want to check this guy out. So it took me a while to do so, but I did end up buying this guy right here, Skyward. And if you are a fan of space epics or anything similar, this book is for you. Like if you like Battlestar Galactica, if you like Star Trek, if you like Star Wars, this book is for you. I finished this guy also in about 6 days? 6-7 days? Just about. Yeah, we had a snowstorm here, so all I can do was catch up with shows with my wife and read. And I really loved it. The main character, it's very sarcastic, and she gets into so much trouble, but at the same time, she's like a badass, which I really, really enjoy. I love characters like that. Nothing like a strong female lead, in my opinion. I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil series, and Jill Valentine is like the best character. Chun-Li. I love a strong female lead, and this one does not disappoint. And this is my first Brandon Sanderson book that I ever read, which brings me to my next book, which I'm actually currently reading, and that is Tress of the Emerald Sea. Now, I heard a lot of people telling me that I should kind of consider reading the universe from which this book takes place in, the Mistborn series, because this takes place in that universe. But I also did read that you can read it as a standalone, and let me tell you, this book has been so easy to read. I'm about halfway done with it, and it's been really hard to put down. I also got the audiobook for this one, and when I cannot read it, I was doing laundry yesterday, and I was like, let me listen to this. It's that good. I really like his writing, and the writing from here compared to the writing from Skyward, it's so different, yet it has the same salt and pepper that Brandon Sanderson puts in there. So if you like fantasy, you're definitely gonna like Tress of the Emerald Sea. And those are the ones that I have already finished or are working to finishing so far for 2026. So now everything after this is gonna be stuff that I'm hoping to read this year. I want to continue my Stephen King trip. So I have chosen to do Pet Sematary. I have seen the movie adaptations, both of them. I have read essays about this book just because people say it's like really scary. It's up there with The Shining, people say. But some say that no, The Shining is better, but others say no, this horror hits you more. I heard it both ways. But bottom line is I went with this one. And my plan is if I am done with these 12 books before December 31st, I will, of course, jump into other books that I have in my TBR list. So, yeah. Pet Sematary. I've heard nothing but good things. I'm looking forward to it. Right up next, I have one that I have always wanted to read, and I've never done it for some reason. Not even like back when I was in high school. And that is I Am Legend. I Am Legend by Richard Matheson. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've seen the movie, and I love the movie. But people always tell me, no, you have to read the book. The book is like 1,000 times better than the movie. The characters are better. Check it out. It's not that long. And I think it's only about 300 pages. So I'm adding it to this list because I like horror, as I've said in other videos. I like fantasy. And this one also has vampires. And I love that Stephen King said books like I Am Legend were an inspiration to me. Right there. The next book that I want to check out, and the apple does not fall far from the tree, is Nosferatu. Now, this book has a Netflix adaptation that I would definitely like to check out, but I want to read the book first. This is by Joe Hill, who is Stephen King's son. So I want to see how much he writes like his dad or doesn't write like his dad. And I want to see how much was inspired by his work based on the little that I know, and take it from there. And then maybe after that, hopefully, watch the show. But I've been trying to stay away from like any kind of spoilers for the book and the TV show, so I haven't really researched it a lot. So there's that. Right up next, I'm gonna go back to another Stephen King book, and this is one that, shame on me because I haven't read, and that is Misery. I have heard so many good things about this book. I have watched the movie. I love the movie. Kathy Bates is fantastic in it. And apparently the way some of the stuff that she does in the movie is actually described in the book, it's superb. It's like 1,000 times better. So I am excited to check it out how King wrote that into the book. A lot of people say that this book get very heavy with like body damage, to call it YouTube friendly stuff. So I am super excited to try this one out. And again, if for any of you guys, you have already read any of these, please let me know in the comment section below how this list is going so far. In the realm of fantasy, there was during my research for what books I should do this year, there was a name that really kept popping out, and that was Neil Gaiman. And I found that people were saying that the best one to start with is The Ocean at the End of the Lane. This book is supposed to be a look into childhood and you kind of trying to remember and go back to the days of when you were a child. And to me, that just feels super personal already. Who doesn't want to go back to their childhood, you know? So, but apparently in this one, the guy goes back for a funeral, and then that's when everything takes place. I've heard it's nostalgic, strange, emotional, and a little haunting, and that combination just like screams my name and it's just saying, read me, read me, read me. So I am considering bumping this one up, reading it like as soon as possible, but what do you guys think? Let me know. Right up next, returning to the realm of horror, I did add The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker. Now, as somebody who really enjoys horror, everybody on the forums that I was looking into were like, no, you have to read The Hellbound Heart. You have to read The Hellbound Heart. You have to read The Hellbound Heart. And I was like, okay, I get it. Apparently there's cursed puzzle boxes and stuff. It sounds very Hellraiser-like, and I've seen Hellraiser. It's scary. It's terrifying. Bring it on. So I had to add this one, and it's also super short. It's only like about 164. It's a novel, that's what counts, and I am looking forward to checking this one out. Good horror. And if you guys have any recommendations of horror, and it doesn't have to be Stephen King, it doesn't have to be Clive Barker, let me know in the comment section below as well, because I am trying to grow my list as much as I can. And like I said, if I can fit more than 12 books this year, I definitely gonna try it. Right up next, we have Susanna Clarke's Piranesi. Now, this one I actually got in a Book of the Month box, and I got it, and I just put it in my shelf because I have a lot of to be read in my shelf. I'm guilty. And as I was doing research and people were commenting and saying, you should really check this one out, it's good fantasy, I saw this cover of this guy, this fawn, and I was like, I have that book. So after hours of looking through my shelves, because I didn't remember where the heck I had it, I found it. And I was like, perfect. But yeah, Piranesi. So if you guys have read this one, let me know down below. I've read nothing but good thing about it. Last but not least, we have Something Wicked, This Way Comes. That is by Ray Bradbury, and I have heard nothing but praise for this book. He's the author of Fahrenheit 451, so I have never read that either, but I also have heard nothing but good things about that one. So I am excited to check this one out. And basically, a random circus shows up one day, and caca hits the fan. Okay, it's not a circus, it's a carnival. I'm sorry, but it's supposed to be like very reminiscent of like It, which I also haven't read. And I do think that that's one of those books that I'm highly intimidated to read. Same thing with Stephen King's The Dark Tower series, because there's so many books. And I was watching a video the other day, and he was like giving all the books that you have to read if you want to follow on the shared universe of The Dark Tower. So if I want to get into that, I definitely gonna have to get started soon, so I'm done at some point before my 60s. But yeah, this book is supposed to be dark, poetic, nostalgic, and it's a story about childhood, just like The Ocean at the End of the Lane, and I like that kind of stuff. I'm a sucker for those kind of things. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this one. Have you read it? And that's it. Those are the 12 titles that I have chosen for this year. Would you add something else? Would you take away something? Just let me know in the comment section below. There are no bad suggestions. I literally have a list of suggestions that people have given me. So the more I get, the better. I'll just keep adding them to it and then take it from there. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider to like and to subscribe. I really appreciate that. Turn on those notification bells so you do not miss any of my journeys, whether it's out in the world or inside of a good book. I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of the month. At the time of filming, it is now February 3rd. So I hope you have a beautiful February, happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate, and or if you have somebody to celebrate with. And if you don't, it's okay. Just love yourself, because that's all you need. Don't forget, you are amazing, you are awesome, but above it all, you are needed in this world. I will see you in the next one. Hasta luego.